your blood work did not come in so hot, but she was just tumbling. So for today's fine adventure we are taking with our little baby Sushi in my belly, we're going back to the high-risk OBGYN. I'm super excited. We're gonna go check up on our baby Sushi, make sure she's doing a-okay. The last time we went in, she would not stop moving.
Bro.
And we could not get a clear picture of her at all.
She was not happy.
If I show you guys the ultrasound photos, you guys are gonna be like, where is she? You saw her spine, you saw her hands, but she was just tumbling.
Not just the photo, but when you saw the nurse who was doing it, you just saw her, like, she was like kept moving. She's like, yo, stand still. Like, she literally did not stop moving at all.
Yeah. So we're gonna go do that and take you guys along for the adventure. Shall we go do this? So many of you guys may be wondering, Janice, why are you seeing a high-risk OBGYN? Well, guys, I have a couple health complications, and leading up to this journey, I've had a lot of doctors think I couldn't carry full term, so they definitely wanted the advice and respect of a high-risk OBGYN to be part of my pregnancy medical team. And another thing is that I have a lot of medical conditions. I have gotten a lot of comments, a lot of messages of people telling me, you don't need a high-risk OBGYN. I have POTS too, and I was fine. Guys, thank you for those uniquely supportive-ish messages, but guys, that's not the only thing I'm facing. I have other things that, you know, causes a lot of complications during pregnancy other than just POTS. There's more to it than just that. And once again, everybody's body is different and unique. So whatever worked for you in your pregnancy may not work for me, and vice versa.
Remember, guys, you can't judge a book by its cover, and you don't know the full story. You know, with these vlogs, you guys only see a little snippet of what our daily life is.
And we choose and edit what we want you guys to see.
Exactly. So, you know, even though we may be facing certain struggles, you guys may not see that. So, you know, we appreciate some people who are helpful, but at the same time, those people say, oh, you don't need that. Unfortunately, you can't really tell because I can't make assumptions about anybody else. Just try not to make assumptions at all. And that's, you know, just kind of a rule of thumb.
Now, something we still have not disclosed to you guys, like, it just keeps slipping our minds. This is what part of the information is, that my PCP actually called me recently letting me know, hey, your blood work did not come in so hot that we ordered. You know, it is showing pregnancy anemia. And I'm over here like, I've never had anemia, dang it. So I have to watch out for that. We need to go get checked up. I need to go, well, I'm going to say we because he's part of this pregnancy too. We need to go get checked up a little bit more often now. I mean, I feel like I'm giving blood every other week.
Pretty much.
It's insane. I'm like, do I still have enough blood here? But thankfully I have my port that helps me, you know, make this happen and makes it a little bit easier.
Now, the doctor did say that it is not completely rare for women to develop anemia during pregnancy, but it just has to be closely monitored during, after, making sure that everything is okay. What is going on, everybody? I am currently in the stairwell because there's a bunch of people here at this OB office. Like, I'm going to show you a quick clip of how many people are waiting outside, and they're like the family members. Same rules of COVID still apply, that only the patient herself, she goes in, and then one person is allowed when she goes into the room to speak to the doctor and get the ultrasound done. So Janice is still waiting inside the waiting area in the office to get her vitals done, and then from there they will call her back into the room to see the doctor, get the ultrasound done, and that's when I can go back with her, but I can't be in the waiting room with her. It sucks, but this is part of COVID, unfortunately. I know that recently, you know, rules have changed and whatnot, but medical offices, they're still doing this, and that's perfectly fine. I am more than happy to do this, because it's health and safety of me, Janice, and everyone around us, so let's do it, guys.
So guys, I am here in the waiting room. Paul cannot wait with me because of COVID, but he is out in the hallway. I have already done my vitals. Once they call me back, you know, to go do my ultrasound, that's when I get Paul, because he is part of that journey, because he made this baby. Yeah, the wait here in this office is insane. Like, so our appointment's at 10:45. We got here at 10:40. It's a little late for me. And now it is 11:30. So I have been chilling here this whole time, and Orion's here. Like, pretty sure he hates coming to this doctor's office because he's just in one place for a really long time. I always feel like it's because we have Orion. Like, they're very intimidated by him. I want to say it's fear-based, but yeah, I don't know. We'll keep waiting. Let's hope. Also, another thing, when I do record these, a lot of people are like, how dare you record? People are around you. No one's here. Like, I am by myself. Do not worry, guys. I am respectful of other people's spaces, recordings, you know, and if I do record somebody on accident, I blur out their face. It's just that easy. Blur.
From all those people out here, everything is now empty. I'm happy because I have a little bench here, and I have a cute little bear photo behind me. Janice is still in there. I am just waiting. A lot of people are like in the rooms, obviously. So yeah, now I'm just waiting, and soon Janice will call me and I go back with her, and we get to see sushi.
Alrighty guys, so we are back in the car. We actually are in a new location now. I was super hungry. I'm kind of in the mood of wanting to try something new, so we are trying this new Mexican restaurant and seeing how that goes. I see the reviews are astounding. I'm ready for this. Like, I'm ready to have something delicious. So today's appointment went fabuloso. A lot of you guys were asking me about the spine bifida spine test. I don't know how to word it. Oh my goodness. I'm just so hungry right now. And everything checks out great. All the baby's organs are looking good. What I loved even more was that we were able to count the fingers. So she has all 5 fingers. Because I feel like I'm going to be one of those moms, like, giving birth, and I'm going to be like, is it ready yet? Did I fully cook the turkey? Like, that's gonna be me. Like, I don't want a finger missing or something like that. But so far, everything's looking good. Organs are all there. We checked the size, the weight. The baby is 1 pound and 7 ounces already. I was like, ah, she's a chunky monkey. Now, the sad thing is we could not get a clear photo or pictures of the baby once again. I actually had to, like, be in really unique positions to try to get the face of the baby. We could not see the face at all. We saw the big scalp of the baby. The skull was humongous. Let's see what else. We saw all the fingers, foot, but then we just could not see the face. So we turned to a 3D ultrasound, and I had to turn to my sides and see if we could get something. We got something, but she kept putting her hand in her face, and that was a tad annoying. I was just like, come on, listen. This baby's already doing her own drum beat solo. She doesn't need no backup. She's 100% doing everything on her own with her own mind. And I'm like, oh goodness. She's like her mother. So there was a moment, okay, as you guys saw, the wait was a little bit long. And of course, I knew why, because Orion was with me. I feel like they take a little bit longer to prepare for us because we have Orion. I was about to go back. I was just like, I'm good. And the tech looks down and she sees Orion in the waiting room with me. And she asked, I found a funny question. She's just like, does he have to come back with you? Can he just stay right there by himself? Why would I leave my dog in the waiting room even when my husband can't even be in this waiting room? I just looked at her. I was just like, he's a service dog. He's well trained. Because she also said she was terrified of him. And that was another reason why she didn't want to bring him back. And I just looked at her. I was just like, well, he's well trained. You have nothing to be worried about. I always try to make them feel comfortable. She's just like, okay, give me a minute to see if he's allowed back. I hate when they say that. I'm like, let me start advocating. I was just like, okay. I was just like, no matter what, this dog's coming back with me. And plus, we've been to this office already like 5 times. I'm like, he's been back there so many times. He's good, trust me. We haven't had this hiccup. And she comes back and she made me promise. She's just like, do you promise he's well trained and that he can stay in a down the whole entire ultrasound? Because I'm terrified of dogs. And I'm just like, don't worry, he's a service dog. He is good. I mean, if you'd like to pet him, you're more than happy to. And she's like, no. This is like, I always offer that to people who have, you know, fears of dogs, just because, you know, maybe meeting a friendly dog will give them a little bit of peace, because I know there was some trauma in the past and I'm definitely understanding of it. So after we got the ultrasound done and everything, we are now in the phase in this pregnancy that the doctor doesn't need to check the ultrasound. All the organs are there, everything has been A-OK, like everything is looking great. So at this point, after the ultrasound with the tech, she will give all the results to the doctor and we will wait in a consultation room. Guys, I was laughing a little bit because the doctor, who is extremely allergic to Orion, took us. So I was just not understanding that a little bit. I was just like, what? So Paul has gotten me my food. Look at this, guys. Look at this. I don't know if you can see it. I got some tamales, some rice, some beans. Beans are really good for the baby, so I try to have some of my people's food as much as possible. Some chips and salsa. So while Paul talks, I'm gonna be seeing if this place is worth the reviews.
So once upon a time, while Janice eats her food, Janice did have some cause for concern with her liver, and this was years ago. And they did, you know, blood work, testing the function, all of that stuff. Everything came back normal, but they did do, I believe, an ultrasound, and it showed lesions on her liver. Now, when we went to do the follow-up, the doctor just kind of was like,
it off.
Yeah, he's kind of like, you're fine, don't worry about it. And that was that. And it's never really been addressed ever since. So it's always been kind of like on the back burner, not a big deal. Now, Janice has been getting very itchy all over her chest, her stomach, arms. Like, it's just itchy to the point where it's kind of abnormal amount of itchiness. Somebody did comment on one of our videos when Janice mentioned this previously and said, hey, I had what's called cholestasis of pregnancy. So it's an issue with your liver, and that one of the reactions are itchiness all over your body. So we did a little bit more research on it. We're like, okay, what is this? We did research, and the symptoms kind of match up. Now, it says typically this happens in late pregnancy, like 3rd trimester, very late in, but there are cases where it can happen from the very get-go, which is what Janice has been kind of feeling since the very beginning, a little bit more itchy. And her mom said that, you know, your skin is stretching, things are growing, so that also can happen. So that's why it's kind of always been But we did bring it up to the high-risk OB doctor today, and he was like, oh, 100%, let's test for it. He's looked at all her blood work. He's like, everything looks normal, but let's do it just to be on the safe side. There's no harm in getting that done. So he gave us the order for it, and yeah, then he just said, once you get it done, call in like 2 to 3 days, make sure we have the results. And, you know, we have the regular scheduled follow-up, and he's like, if there's anything wrong, we will call you, let you know, come back in and discuss. And if you don't hear anything back after we get it, everything is fine.
Alrighty, guys, so we are now on our way home. I definitely tried this food. You know, it was okay. It was better than most. But would I get it again? I'm not so sure. Like, it could have used a little bit more sour cream. Anyway, so today's appointment went really great. We got to do a little bit more blood work. We got to do a couple things to make sure the next appointment goes without a hitch. Next appointment, we'll probably talk more about our birth plan, things that we are expecting, and we're excited. Like, it's fun to get these things out of the way. Then soon, knock out the hospital bag. Like, the hospital bag, I will not lie, guys, has given me anxiety, just because there's so much, and I feel like I'm definitely gonna overpack for sure. Like, anything and everything I'm gonna have, just in case. Oh, you need this? I got it. Oh, you need an air fryer? I got you. Do not forget, guys, to check out our baby registry. We are actually very soon going to do our baby shower live, where we open up all your gifts that you guys have gotten us, and I'm super excited. Now, do not worry. I have started, writing the thank you cards, and they will be sent out very soon. So I know you guys are going to be excited, so be on the lookout for that.
In the description below, guys, you will find links to Orion's Instagram so you can see his service dog journey from when he was a wee little pup, but he was super cute, as well as our Patreon. Patreon is another platform that we use where we give exclusive behind-the-scenes content on us, the Raw Life family, and we even offer one-on-one Skype sessions, so if you guys want to talk about life, chronic illnesses, training tips, anything and everything, we are down for it.
So guys, this is where we end it. Take it chill. If you're pregnant, enjoy this journey, and if you are somebody's caretaker while they're pregnant, definitely do what you can to make it even more special for them.